Okay, so I wanted to throw together a quick video here on how to make a PDF be editable for Google Classroom. So, as teachers, we all have lots of worksheets that are our go to assignments, and we've got them all saved in PDF form. You can't just upload those into Google Classroom and expect that the kids can work with them, though. They also can't interact with the PDF really at all on Chromebooks. So kids that are using Chromebooks, they might be able to view the PDF, but they can't interact with it. So how do you make a worksheet so that they can type their answers in? So I'll just do a quick, simple one with a math worksheet. But you can use any subject, any worksheet, and particularly this is easy with like fill in the blank ones. Let's do mixed practice. Actually, I already made some of that. Let's do mixed multiplication. Actually, this one's just mixed practice. It's all different types. Okay. So this is in Adobe Acrobat. So I have Adobe Acrobat. So there's a couple different ways that you can turn this into an image, which is what you need to do. So first, the simplest way through Adobe Acrobat is to export. And the nice thing is it shows you here the different types of ways you can export it. So we don't want a spreadsheet or a Microsoft, we want image. And in particular, you can use a JPEG. Let's use a PNG image and export it and put it right back in that same folder so we can find it and save it as an image. And it saved both pages. So you have the first page and then you have the answer key page. Okay. Another way to do this without exporting, it takes an extra step, but it works also. If you do fit to page, so you can see the whole thing at once, and then in Windows, if you use a Windows computer, you can go and use the snipping tool. And this is nice because you can just kind of grab exactly what you want. You just got to be careful to grab the whole thing. And once you have a copy of this, you can save it as an image and stick it wherever you want. Save it as a PNG. Go to that folder. And I could save it in here, but I've already got it saved in there. But that would be another way to do it. So the snip tool, if you can't find the snip tool, I already had it on the quick bar. In Windows, you can find whatever you need if you type it in down in the little bottom here. So if you type snip into the little search on your toolbar, it'll bring up the app. Open the app, click new, and then grab whatever you want off your screen. Bam, you've got an image of it, okay? It's a handy way to do it. And what's nice about that is you can take sections and just bits and pieces of whatever you want, or just a picture, or however you want to maybe piece it together. Okay, so we've got it saved as an image. Now we want to go into Google Drive, new in Google Drive, Google Slides, blank. And you need to just tweak it a little bit first before you can paste your image in. So you want to get rid of the little text boxes that it starts with, the default ones. But the last step is that you need to make sure it actually is the size of a worksheet. So File, Page Setup, Custom, and then make it your handy 8 by half and 11 typical piece of copy paper. Okay. Now, you don't want to just go to Insert Image because that would make it an object that the students can interact with. You want the worksheet itself locked into the background. So we're going to go to Change Background. And instead of changing the color or anything like that, we're going to go choose Image. Then we can go to browse, grab an image, and stick it in. Done. Okay, so now we have our image as the background, and you cannot interact with it at all. So you can't change it, you can't delete anything, that is locked in. But the kids need to be able to type their answers in. So now you go to text box. You can do insert text box, or you can click the little text box on your toolbar. And you want to have multiple text boxes wherever the kids need to put their answers. So you can tell them to type their name here, type the date, okay. And this part gets a little tedious. It depends on how many spots that they have to answer in. But you want a text box for wherever they have to type an answer. So, and then you can tell them in the text box to type their answer in the box. So now you don't want to have to keep doing that over and over again. So I don't know if there's a better method than this, but I would just copy Control C, Control V to paste. So Control C, copy, Control V, paste. I presume it's the same on Macs, but with the Command key. I don't really use Apple. And it's kind of got these little grid lines to sort of help you space everything. And then you don't have to copy. From there, you can just paste. So Control V and just keep pasting. And they give you these little guiders, lines to help you line it up. And you just have to do that a bunch of times. A little bit tedious, but it's worth it at the end of the day for an easy assignment, something the kids are familiar with. Right now, they want something familiar that they can recognize because so many things have changed on them, switching to online learning. All right, so now we've got at least the top row done. I don't have to, you get the idea. So then you want to name this. This would be just practice, we'll call it. Okay, that's now in my drive. Now I want to go to Google Classroom. This was just from going through the Google Classroom icon. And then this was the fake class I created for this. Then post a new assignment. Practice. Can't type anything today. Add the assignment from Drive. Practice, add. Okay, put any instructions you need to. Now, the last important step here is you don't want them just to view or just to edit because that's just going to post one file. You want to make a copy for each student. That's a really important step. It's going to screw everything up if you don't do that. And then the due date, whatever parameters you want to put, and then which students you want it to go to. I could assign it to Nurse. She was helping me learn how to do this earlier. But I want it to just go to the students. Oh, she's a student in this class. Okay. So pick which students you want to assign it to. This whole class only has Nurse in it, so she'd be the only one doing it. You can jump through your other classes too and assign it. Okay. Then when they turn it in, you can see if you go to view assignment. So Lisa turned this one in. So when you go to view assignment, you can see the student's work and then you can give them a grade. Hopefully if you made a copy for each student, that will be easier. This was a neat PDF that I got off of Teachers Pay Teachers that Well, actually, they made it from a PDF into Google Slides where you can actually click and drag the answers. So for assignments where students need a word bank and they need to interact with it, they can click and drag. And I can make another video on that, but it's a little more involved, a little trickier. Just takes a couple more steps of how to get all these individual little pieces and have them locked in so you can't type on them and change them. But the main point is we now have an assignment posted that is based on a PDF worksheet that you already have a collection of, and now the students can type on and edit. From there, they can type in the box, type in their answer. And then if I wanted to get really specific, like on this worksheet, I would want them to be able to, in case they have to carry or regroup or anything up on the top there, I might type regrouping in the box so they know if they need to regroup up there. Down here, long division takes a bunch more steps, and I want them to show their work. So instead of just having the box be for the answer, I'd have another one down here and then maybe type show work in the box. But that might get a little tricky in terms of formatting for them to show all their steps, because with math, it's a little trickier to actually type in formulas and everything. So I might not do that to them without doing a few more steps that with the formatting that is specific just to math that I'm not going to go through right now. Okay, so that's basically how to do it. So just remember, so we've all got our stockpile of PDFs. So here's my math worksheets folder. Go in by a topic, open your PDF, export it as an image, or if you don't have access to this software, you can just do the snipping tool. Remember, if you type snip down in the search bar, it brings up the snipping tool and you can grab it. Just make sure you have it to the view to fit to one whole page. Put it in the folder there, save it, close out, go back to your Google Drive, new, slides, blank, then format your page a little bit, get rid of those, page setup, custom, 8.5 by 11, our trusty copy paper, apply, right click to change the background, image, browse, find the worksheet wherever you saved the image. This one was here. Remember to grab the first one, not the second one, which is the answer key. Done. Okay, then put in my text boxes wherever I want them to go. Have a text box for the answers. All right, title this okay, and then that's done. You can go right to class, classwork, create an assignment, give it a title, instructions, go to add, drive, should be in your recent. This is practice 2. There it is. They can click right there and they can type in their answer once it's posted. Important step, remember, make a copy for each student, which students are going to have the assignment, when the due date is, how many points it's worth, all that. Assign. Wait for your internet if it's slow. And you're done. And once they hit turn in, you can go down. This one was turned in already. View assignment. There you go. Give them a grade. Hit return to send it back to them if you gave them, particularly if you gave them any comments. So you can put comments and then hit return. to give them feedback. Of course, the students love feedback. That's how you do it. As simple as that. You can have a PDF that the students can edit, and just like working on a worksheet like a regular classroom day. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or a comment, or anything that I went too fast or you didn't understand, or it's whatever reason it's not working on your computer, just let me know. All right. Bye, everybody.